I feel like I'm popping my cherry, and every time I'm in New York, I gotta come here.
We've done that a lot with you.
Yeah,
popping the cherries.
We popped your cherries a lot.
Yeah,
I love it.
There's been a few
First
things.
podcast.
Yep.
AEW show.
Yep.
Now Legends.
Now Legends. Yeah.
We're just
First time in a suite.
first time in the
Ooh,
suite.
for Mania.
Yeah. We're just
We'll see what happens at this Mania.
cherry poppers.
We will see. Yo.
Nah,
TWG.
Cherry poppers.
Cherry poppers.
Queen P.R, Krista B, those wrestling girls, TWG, Black Excellence, making it effortless, podcast bringing up women in wrestling, let's go.
What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite girls, those wrestling girls. It's your girl, Krista B.
And Queen P.R.
And last week, I definitely stopped you from spoiling
I almost spilled
surprise.
it. I almost spilled it because I was excited.
But as you can see, for those who watch us, as you can see, we have family in the building. We had to drag Pablo all the way up here from Boston. Pablo, what's up? How you feeling?
Hey, I'm happy to be here. I'm not happy to be back in New York, but happy to see y'all though. Happy to see family.
We're happy that you're here.
Yes,
I mean,
happy.
it's a family reunion
It
happening
is.
this weekend.
It
in a
is.
sense, your favorite.
Yep. Here in New
Kelly.
York too.
Here in New
which
York,
is
so
fun.
we're gonna have a good time. For those who are going to Indianapolis, be safe, have fun. But we're gonna turn up out here in New York.
Yes,
because
we are.
We just don't know any other way of doing it.
Yeah.
Like,
and I mean, going to Legends is always the
Legends
second
is
best
always the
thing
second
if you
best
can't be
thing.
in town. You know?
well, it's the first best thing if you can't be at the PLE, not second.
yes.
It's the best thing to do. So for those of you who don't know, this podcast is brought to you by the Revolt Podcast Network.
Yes.
We are so happy to be here.
Yes.
And we have a lot of wrestling to cover.
We do.
Because
it's a busy week.
As I'm on the train, you're just sending me. I'm
Yeah.
about to block you.
Yo, I was like,
I'm
oh,
about
did you see this? Did you see this? Did you see this?
I'm about to block you. Like,
Yeah.
you've been giving me
I know.
anxiety.
I know.
Like,
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's Mania season. It's gonna
That's
be a lot.
true.
I get that, but
Officially.
I feel like I want to start with the thing that I sent you this morning about Asuka.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
So Asuka was on Twitter, and basically somebody had called her out and was just like, Asuka, you need a WrestleMania win. You need to be undefeated at WrestleMania. You need a streak. So she responded like, I'm the first ever Women's Royal Rumble winner from 2018. Like, I've
Stop
done
playing.
great. Like, check my references.
Yeah.
Stop playing.
And it was just like so far-fetched. Like, of all the things that you can answer to, why answer to that? I'm like, you don't need anybody to
Right.
validate you because you could
Right.
validate yourself.
Right.
And then she posted something else about her safety.
Yeah.
Like,
I think she
why
has a
are y'all
sshe
bothering
This
people?
lady?
She has a stalker.
I
So,
mean,
like,
she's one of the people where I don't mind her getting spicy because, like, to be fair, before she came to WWE, they tried to blackball her from Japan.
Yeah.
So, like, her getting spicy on the TL is the one time I'm gonna let a wrestler do their thing because a lot of people in
Yeah.
America don't
But
know.
then it makes you want to fight. Because it's
That's
just like,
so
why
true.
you bothering her?
Of all people,
Of all
I'm like,
people,
the
like,
MVP of the pandemic
now
season.
it's just like,
Yes.
now I want to take off my
1,000%.
earrings, put on my Vaseline, like.
But did you see Nia Jax's response where she was like, I thought we had something special?
Yeah.
I love
That lady
her.
gotta
Something
go.
special.
I love her.
I'm
so
telling
much.
y'all, Nia is my Sami Zayn. I'm telling y'all
Yeah.
right now. She is my Sami Zayn.
Yeah.
She's
like,
funny.
girl, mind your business.
She's grown on me.
She
grown
has
on me.
grown on me too, but I think Asuka's fans always feel like the success that she's had in WWE is not good enough, and I could see her being frustrated by that. Where it's like, I had a dominant NXT run, first Royal Rumble winner. Like, Asuka's had a pretty decent career.
Asuka's that bitch.
Like,
Yeah.
can some of the booking have gone differently in her favor? Yes,
Absolutely.
But,
I think so, but she's like so reliable.
Right.
Every match she has is going to be good. She mixes up well with everybody. But then again, it's like, stop discrediting what she did in Japan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
That
the
part.
Japan
I feel
resume.
Like that's what the problem is.
That
A lot
part.
of people don't know her from
That's the
Japan.
No.
thing. Yeah.
Especially these newer wrestling fans. They don't know her from Japan. They just know her. They probably just started watching wrestling in
Yeah.
2018, right after Evolution or whatever. And so when she was accomplishing, or the lack thereof, like, they probably wasn't even watching her in NXT.
Yep.
So for them to be like, oh, win this, win that.
Yep.
If you really want to call yourself a fan, and if you really like this person, then you go all the way back to when she was
Yup.
actually, when she
Facts.
first started. Don't even go back to Japan yet. Go back to when she first started in NXT. And then you can sit here and talk about win this, win that. Like,
I agree.
get up off these people's timelines. But that leads us to our question of, this episode. How do you feel about fans just trying to bombard and discredit your favorite wrestlers? Because for me, y'all not going to touch my girl Asuka. That's what y'all
Out of all people, she's so
people.
unproblematic. I don't think I've ever heard anything negative about her, like backstage or anything like that.
Never.
Like I've only heard really good things about
Yeah,
her. So it's like,
same.
why is she always in people's mouths? And stop being creepy.
Stop
For
being
real,
creepy.
that's my
Like,
biggest
just
one.
stop it. Like, wrestling fans always been creepy, but it's like stalking and trying to find her address.
They be
and
making
stuff
us
like
look bad. Like,
that.
I be mad because, like, y'all make the normal people
Yes.
that are wrestling
Yes,
fans look
it's
bad. Like,
so
y'all making me look
bad.
crazy right now for liking wrestling because y'all want to be weird.
Like, what I hate the most, like, we know that we can go to certain places where these wrestlers are.
Yes.
Like, you know, if there's a party in one of the hotels and stuff, like, we're fine. We can go, like, like, we sanction, we good.
Yeah.
But it'd be them crazy ones that just
it makes us look
Well,
bad.
would be out there lurking, find out
Yeah.
where their hotels are, but when they, like, why do y'all do that?
Well, that's my advice. If
Wild.
y'all really want to be in the mix like that, y'all gonna have to calm down.
No,
Like, y'all
exactly.
gonna have to be normal or
and they
fake
scare
the funk,
off.
whatever you gotta do. But y'all gonna have to be
Right.
normal if you
Hide
really
your
want to be
hide
around
your
them.
creep mode
Yeah,
until,
I'm like,
just
I'm like,
do
I don't
it.
think they realize that if y'all would just be chill, you probably can maneuver your way into
Yeah,
situations.
like,
But y'all be so
honestly,
OD.
yes.
And it's like, oh, can you get me in? Can you get me in? Can you
No.
this? Can you? And then it's like the nagging of them. They calling their names. It's like, let these people rock. Like, honestly, when we were in Texas or LA after Hall of Fame,
You can name any city we've been in,
and like they
and
walk through
it's all the same.
Like they walk through the side and wait for them, and these wrestlers are just trying to like come. And everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh my god, you just missed so and so. Like they want autographs and pictures as they are literally sitting in a TED talk.
And I will say too,
For
like
mad long.
wrestlers for the most part are nice. Like
Yeah,
I
they
think
are.
for the majority, like they will speak, they will say hi, they will acknowledge you. But if you are literally like at their hotels, like after hours and trying to talk to them at the airport, like they're
Right.
not gonna be that friendly with you.
Yeah, like the whole Rhea Ripley thing when she's at the
Dog.
airport
in the
looking exhausted.
bathroom. In the
Bro,
bathroom.
if anybody approached me in the bathroom, we just gonna have to throw
No, it
hands
wasn't
first.
the bathroom.
Let me clean. Let me wash my hands.
Nah,
so we
I'd
can
be like,
fight.
if you want a picture, fight me for it.
Yeah.
Beat my ass and take it.
Take a picture.
Take a
Beat my
picture.
ass.
at that point.
But yes, the question of the day is for y'all to answer is, how do y'all feel about these fans or quote unquote fans stalking or not giving your wrestlers some time to breathe when they land, when they at certain events and stuff? Like, we want to hear y'all answers. So please call the TWG hotline at 929-269-2501. I said I was gonna let it.
I was really like,
I didn't know if this was gonna Mike
929-269-2501.
Jones
I
song,
said,
if this
oh,
was a Soulja Boy song or what.
I said I was gonna
y'all know the number.
Yes, y'all know the number.
Y'all
It's
know the
right here
number.
on the bottom of the screen. For those of you who are watching, but leave Asuka alone.
Leave
and all your
Asuka
other favorite
alone.
wrestlers alone because it
I hope
makes
she
no
comes
sense.
back on Saturday.
No, it is Rumble season.
It's Rumble season.
Exactly. So let's go to Nikki Garcia, Nikki Bella. She just did her first interview since her divorce
Which
from
bamboozled me
Artem.
because it wasn't long. You gotta watch a video.
It wasn't.
You gotta watch a video for the interview. I was on the train.
Oh
No.
no, yeah. So she did. It was funny because it was 2 articles on the website. So it was one about her returning to WWE. She misses being Nikki Bella. She's all the way here for it. She was also said something to the effect that if Brie don't want to come back, that's okay. Like she's in mom mode. I missed it. She went to Raw in the Raw debut, and she was like, "Oh my god, I miss this environment." And there was another article about how she's been doing since the divorce. And
That's the one I wanted to read, but that's
Yeah.
not the one you sent me.
yeah, I thought it was all the same one. But yeah, I read it
That's fine, I
and
forgive you.
basically she Google works too, girl.
You're right. But I was on the train, so you're right. You're right.
Google didn't really work on the
No,
train.
not at all.
Yeah, no, not this time. But yeah, you know, fearless Nikki. She was like, I'm gonna learn from it, and I'm better now. And you know, we're just gonna move forward from here. And she's excited to see where her life goes from here.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I did not think that's how my 2024 would end, and I did not expect to be divorced. But what was tea real quick is that Brie had been vocal about them breaking up for a while before they got divorced. And her mom was team Artem and wanted them to work it out. But Brie had sent that sister intuition.
Yeah.
She sensed it. She was like, yeah, I don't think this is for you anymore. Which is very interesting.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes out to situations like that, it's like when you in a relationship and you tell your best friend, F this, da, 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 And then he be like, all right, well, we good. Your best friend's in that awkward position.
But then they not gonna forget.
I'm speaking for myself here. In that awkward position where it's just like, all right, I can tolerate, but once it's done, it's done.
Yeah.
And Brie, I feel like that's what Brie did. Brie was tolerating because
She's
that's her
also
sister.
very protective
Yeah.
of Nikki's relationships from what I saw on like Total Bellas and like Total Divas and stuff like that.
I don't know.
But
I'm interested though in where she goes in general because like she was just on Traders. She was at the Raw debut. Now everybody thinks she's going back. She says she wants to go back. She's freshly divorced. I'm like, there's so much here. Like
much she can do.
I wouldn't mind it. I don't mind a Nikki without Brie run. They were never my favorites, but I respect it.
I always felt like
appreciate
there
it.
was always a Nikki without Brie, though.
There
That's
was
true.
though. They were
There
very
was more
separated
of
at one
that
point.
That's what I'm
than-
saying. Brie was there.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but Nikki
was
the star.
That's
like
true. That's
Brie
so
was
true.
Divas champion one time. Nikki held it twice. Like Nikki
Yeah.
had more matches. Nikki, it was, and she would joke about it on Total Bellas. Like Brie, from birth, like they mama didn't know she was pregnant with
Right.
Brie. They just thought it was Nikki.
That is so
No,
wild.
that's true.
Especially as a teen mom. Like,
Right.
imagine
Yeah.
you're like, oh, surprise.
One. Oh no,
Both.
it's two. It's
Dang.
two. Are you sure?
I am interested in her coming back. I also want to know if she's going to have a different finisher because she can't do the
She
racket
can't do
attack
she
anymore.
No, she
absolutely
has
can't
Rack
do
Attack
that.
2.0 when she
Oh,
came back.
yeah, she did
Oh,
have it. That
right,
is
right.
right.
And she did come back,
So I was like,
like-
yeah, you can't do that one no more.
You
Yeah.
can't do that one no more.
She came back stronger than ever, too, I feel like, that last run.
Yeah.
And, like, Brie didn't, so it kind of made Brie look like she wasn't as good as Nikki because Nikki came back even better.
yeah.
So I think there's, like, that last run.
And the irony about it is when they got into wrestling, it was Bree's idea.
Yeah.
Not Nikki. Nikki
She had
was
to
about go play
convince Brie.
soccer.
Yeah. She had
She
to
like,
convince
I'm about to go
Nikki.
play soccer. What you talking about?
The only other thing I'm interested in is like what mended the fences because, you know, they were very like, I don't know.
Redacted's not there.
Could be.
Both redacted.
Yeah.
Both redacteds are not there.
Yeah, that.
I
Oh
forgot
my
about the
God,
other
yeah.
redacted.
Another divorce happened in our family.
Yeah,
too.
I forgot that both redacteds aren't there. You right?
Probably.
And that's
I'm
probably exactly what it was.
sure her being back in the mix, Raw on Netflix, had to be like, okay. Because they wasn't fucking with
Yeah.
like you said. So I feel like being there again and like seeing how exciting everything is. Like,
And I'm sure she
But I
would like
wonder
to
how
use
that
the
was
name.
when John was there. Like Cena, not. Because Cena was there too.
with his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think they're on good terms because he sent her like flowers when she got married.
They seem very
and stuff
supportive
like
of each
that.
other
Yeah.
and like just wrong
And
place,
John
wrong time
Cena
type.
don't seem
situation.
like the holding a grudge type. Like especially since they both moved on.
No, I don't mean like in a grudge type of way. It's just like, you know, y'all go
Awkwardness.
separate ways and y'all don't see each other in a while. Then y'all come back to see each other in
I
the place where y'all
mean-
kind of started. Where it started
Yeah, but
for
then
y'all.
that makes me think of the Total Divas episode where like Dolph Ziggler was coming up to her and stuff. Like she had to be around that man too after they broke
I
up
mean,
and
but
she
once
went.
you invested in something like
Yeah,
they're
they were
Scorpio,
engaged.
Sagittariuses?
They're Scorpio.
Yeah, they're Scorpios.
They water signs. Once you invested
Yeah.
in something, they don't care about nothing else.
Yes.
That's so
Scorpios
true.
are
That's so
different.
true.
You know how us water signs get? Like,
That's so true.
That is true.
I think it'll be good. I know she wants to use that Nikki Bella name again.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, I know she
Good for
wants
you.
that.
She
Yeah,
like
I know she wants that back because
I mean, well, they did call her Nikki Bella at the Raw debut.
they did.
They
I mean, they own it, so shoot, why not?
Yeah, that's exactly.
Like,
if
they
I
can
own
use it. I think
I'm
she's
not
trying to
using
use- she's
Garcia. I
trying to
gotta
use
pay you
it.
SAG fees for
Nikki
that.
like,
Nah.
can I use Nikki Bella?
Yeah,
again?
so I'm sure they'll work
Because-
something out. It'll be fun.
Yeah.
I want her back.
Me too.
I want a lot of people from 2010s wrestling back.
Yeah.
I mean, I
especially
do, especially
now,
'cause
especially
it's
the
Rumble.
women, and they have such a like better playing field now. than
Yeah,
they
I think
did
she would fare
before.
better now,
Yeah.
wrestling wise.
I agree.
I do. I do want to see Nikki Bella back. I do want to see Asuka back in Rumble.
Mm-hmm.
There's been, you know, I'm so excited because of this new TNA WWE.
Oh man,
collaboration. I
between
want
that
that.
and the NXT girls, like Rumble, I don't think there needs to be no celebrity. Like I think they have enough.
Only Bad Bunny.
Oh yeah.
Only Bad Bunny. It's the only
I-
celebrity we accept.
Yeah. Oh my god.
No celebrities, but I do want some old timers because I feel like
Only celebrity we're accepting
I want
is
NXT
Bad Bunny.
people.
I do want some old timers though, because last year the men's felt a little bare without like
Please, I'm still recovering.
At least one.
Yeah, I need one man.
I was there. I'm still
I'm
recovering.
like, I need
Who won
one
again?
dude.
Cody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah.
Cody because CM Punk got
because
hurt.
CM Punk popped his
Popped his
Nigga.
popped something else.
He popped his titty.
Nigga. Did y'all see what Dom said about that?
Who cares?
Oh yeah,
He was like, "Yo, you're mad old trying to do this, like something like that. Like, what did you?"
he was like, you see it hot, and you trying to come back, bruh.
He would end you.
Right.
CM Punk,
Oh
please
my
end
God.
dominance.
He did on the live circuit last year. Remember they did Madison Square Garden together
Oh,
right
they
before Punk got
did.
hurt. He absolutely destroyed that man.
Yes.
I need it again.
No, for real. But this time with cameras.
Unsanctioned,
Yeah.
with cameras.
Yeah.
Unsanctioned.
Give
You just
me-
want to see Dom get his
I
ass
want to
beat.
see his ass get beat. Okay, you're gonna be crying for jail. Okay, all
Not
right.
for jail.
From
Crying
jail. Because
for
y'all know he
jail.
did Tom.
Hard.
Hard time. And that's not easy.
72
Krista.
hours in the pit
Have
will
you
do
ever
something
done
to
hard
you.
time?
I'm harder than him.
You probably
I'm
are.
from Brooklyn. The
You
fuck?
probably are.
72 hours in the pit
You
will do
probably
something to you. The
are.
man came out with
That's
a
true.
tattoo, a mullet, and
He
a
was
porn
escorted to Mania by a correction
Yeah,
officer.
and me and Kyle figured
the
out why
best
he went to
WrestleMania
jail.
entrance ever.
Me and Kyle
Slapping
figured out
his
why
daddy,
he went,
right?
No, he went to jail because you know that little name chain Rhea had on you get from the dollar store.
Yo,
he stole that.
Oh.
That's what it was. He stole Rhea's nameplate. That's what it was. He stole it. Shout out to
my
Kyle from Black
God.
Wrestling.
That's hilarious.
He stole it. That's it. That's why he
God,
went
he
to jail.
stole it, man.
Yo.
Couldn't pay $1.
So I have a question for y'all because it just happened last night. And it was a match that we all were looking forward to. And when I say we, I mean like the community as a whole. And that was that tag team match between Bianca and Naomi and the Meta Girls, Lash Legend and Jakara on NXT for the tag team championships. Initial thoughts, because it felt off to me. I did see videos posted about how a few things went wrong, actually, which is kind of like, I hate that for them. So the ref counted too early before Naomi's shoulders were down. Naomi didn't kick out in time, and it just felt a
Naomi got
little
concussed at one
lackluster. She felt.
I felt
it
like
felt
towards
off.
the end when she kicked out late, I feel like she was just trying to collect herself, get her bearings together. No fault of her own, of course, because you know things happen. Clearly, look at Dakota Kai, poor baby.
Poor baby.
But I think everybody was so hyped because you have 4 black women main eventing NXT.
Yeah.
You have Bianca as like a homecoming for Bianca and maybe a
That's
homecoming
true.
for Naomi
It,
too.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, because she was in the first
class in like
yeah.
2012.
So it's homecomings for them, and then you are passing the torch, the proverbial torch, to Lash Legend and Jakara
See,
Jackson.
that's where I have a question. Is it passing the torch or was that a cosign? Because, like, I'm like,
I say
Bianca has
cosign.
only been wrestling for like 8 years. Like, are we
understand
there?
I say
that.
cosign.
I understand it, but at the same time, look at all that Bianca has accomplished, and for her to like, when she came out of NXT, she went back for a little bit just for whatever it was, and then she came back again. It's just like when Becky Lynch went down for Lyra. She kind of passed the torch to Lyra.
I
It's
don't
the
think.
same-
I agree with you, Pablo. Like, I don't think it's passing the torch. One, because I don't think Lash is even on a level to get a torch yet, and that's no fault to her.
No.
I just think they have a lot more to go.
Go.
I think it was more them being like, "I see y'all,
Exactly.
you know, we
'Cause
good."
I look at like the torch pass as Bianca, Sasha, main event, WrestleMania,
Yes.
torch pass.
Yes.
Now, if Becky come back and her and Lyra do something at WrestleMania, torch pass. If Charlotte and Tiffy lock up, torch pass.
Oh, please
But, like,
give me that. Please
I would
give me
live
that.
for
that's
that.
a torch.
I
To
would
me,
live for
that's
that.
the torch pass. But I'm also like, Bianca just got the torch 3 years
That's
ago
true.
from Sasha. Can she really be
is
passing it? I know
still
she's done
new.
so much though, and there's not much left for her to do but invest in really good stories and tell the. But to be fair, she's not won the new iterations of these titles,
Right.
So she still do got some room to do some
She
more
does
things.
have some room, but
That's
also
true.
you look at when Sasha passed the torch to Bianca. How long was she on main roster for? She came up to main roster, what, 2014, 2015, 2016?
That's
And
six,
then-
6
Sasha
years,
or Bianca?
right?
Sasha.
That's
she's
6 years,
Sasha
right?
Banks.
But understand that. But look at all that Bianca's doing as well. And I'm not defending Bianca because I'm low key biased. However, it's like Bianca has accomplished a lot
Yeah.
more in a short time than what Sasha
No.
did. Now I'm not saying that Sasha and the 4 Horsewomen didn't pave the way for
I'm
Bianca.
trying to defend Bianca keeping it longer because I'm like, I think you got way more to give. I
And
think
look
there's
at
so
it,
much
too,
room.
as passing the torch, meaning can Lash go on and do what Bianca does now? No, she's not ready for that. Bianca did.
I feel like that's debatable.
You
I
think?
gotta see. I
I
gotta
don't
see
think Lash
in
is on the
singles match.
level of being on the main roster and like winning singles championships. I think she has
I
a lot more
definitely
work
see
to
that.
do. Her
I
and
think she
Jakara.
could
and
do
I'm
it.
not meaning that in a bad
soon.
way. I mean that in like a, cook a little bit more. I think last night kind of showed like this was a big match. Was it a fun match to watch? Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think they delivered in that big match moment like I expected them to.
The
and that's not
was too high for us.
negative. Yeah, and I don't think
they
that's
had messed
negative.
us up with that SmackDown match. Like they had messed us up with that, giving us that. Y'all should have let that one.
That's true.
They should have let that one go and just gave us this one, and it would have been better. But the pressure was on last night, and I feel bad because
Or
like
they should
it was
have
still a great match.
I think so,
that
too.
SmackDown match. They should have never led into it too fast for that SmackDown match.
Yeah.
And that could have been that send-off match before we got into Rumble. It
Yeah.
could've come
That
to
could have been on
SmackDown.
Friday,
true.
and
Yeah.
Again, WWE,
right because I think
That would've been a good
because
one.
I
That would've been a
genuinely
good
do
one.
think Lash and Jakara will probably be
Yes,
in the Rumble match.
they
So
are.
and we
I'm
know
so
Naomi and Bianca
I
are
really
going to be.
hope
So I'm
so.
like, I think that would have been way better.
And is it me or that moment where it was kind of like dead and it was kind of like on the floor trying to crawl into each other? It was like kind of quiet. Was that not the perfect opportunity for Jade music to hit?
That's what I was
A lot of people thought that was going to happen too.
Me too. I was
But-
on my couch sitting.
To be
waiting.
fair, I think WWE has kind of dropped the ball with that storyline just a little bit. I'm almost to the point where I'm like, are we
we
moving to
care?
the next step?
But I
or
also
what?
think that's their intention. Because as many
That's
times
true.
as Michael Cole said her name on Monday, and then they kept saying her name yesterday,
And we still got Rumble.
Yeah.
So I do
Rumble.
feel like that's the.
But
that's
it
probably
need.
the intention.
I feel like it's fine for her to be coming back, but like the investigative piece, like Bianca has all but dropped trying to figure out who done did this stuff.
Naomi said,
She's
I
mentioned
checked to see if they had new information. They don't. Let's
Right.
go. And
Yeah,
also,
I got the
you
title,
know what
let's go.
doesn't help is that I thoroughly enjoy Bianca and Naomi as a tag team more than Jade and Bianca. I just think the chemistry's
Yeah,
there.
but
Like,
say
you know what I
Naomi
mean?
The chemistry's
more.
there, and also it's not like
Yeah.
a teaching moment for Bianca.
Right.
Bianca
Yeah.
gets to go out there and just do her thing and
Because
not
she is
worry
the
about
veteran
Naomi.
with Jade, which is like we were saying before, like she still feels really new still, like to be the veteran in a situation.
God, I really
You
hope
know?
she comes back on Sunday just
Me
so I can see her in
too.
Jordan
Saturday.
Gaze.
Too.
You're so right.
Saturday.
I'm
We
still in
those old
2007.
school-
Yeah.
I still say pay-per-view.
But I still want her in Jordan
and people
Gaze.
on Sunday like PLE, and I'm like, I don't care.
It's a
I
pay-per-view.
Nah, it's
was born in
pay-per-view.
1990, and it's gonna
Okay.
I
forever
just
be a
want
pay-per-view.
her and Jordan to flex against each other. That's all I
Yo.
want.
Too. Okay, so y'all saw Jordan fronting. Well, I don't know if she's fronting, but she fronting like she.
I'm going to my grandma's birthday party.
Posting your flight is
Crazy.
overkill.
But also posting
Wait,
your
posting your
flight
flight
where
to
it looks.
Florida, though?
It is
To
to
Florida?
This is to Georgia.
Girl, that is 2 blocks
That's
away.
what I'm like. We all know Hartsfield Jackson is
Yeah.
like a hub
Also,
for connecting flights.
Photoshop is very convincing.
That's why I was like,
AI
girl,
is
that
a
junk was
thing.
grainy. That's not looking like a real ticket. Show us the confirmation number. How about that?
AI is a thing, okay?
Yeah, I'm like, nah.
I
you
would
know where
be
you
really
finna
disappointed
be.
if she doesn't pop up though.
You know who I'll be disappointed if they do pop up?
Ooh.
Crimson Chin.
Oh my
They
god,
not coming.
I really. Pray.
That's not happening.
I really pray.
That's
That's
not
First of all, she
happening.
over here talking about she want to get in the ring with Charlotte Flair. No, ma'am.
And get whooped.
No,
I mean,
ma'am.
it would have made sense if you wasn't a piece of shit. You know what I remember today is she opened that door up for her dumbass self.
She did.
She's the one that
She
opened that door up
did,
talking
'cause
about
she
we need to support each other.
we need to support
See,
each
you
other.
should've just sat there
It's
and
like
ate
that
your food.
moment.
Sat there and scraped your chin.
It's like that moment when you at the barbecue and everybody roasted everybody, and there's somebody who hasn't got roasted yet just start laughing too
start
hard,
laughing.
and
And
then
they
it's
like,
like,
"Oh,
you
you guys learned And then it's just it's a wrap after
Chelsea
that, and
Green
it's
was
like,
like,
you should've
let me
just shut
unload
up.
the clip.
that ass on
You
fire.
should've
Chelsea
just
Green's
be
like, let me
quiet.
unload that clip.
It did.
I was like, oh, this girl. I was like, I didn't feel bad for her, but I was like, I know her wig got turned sideways.
I know
After
she was
seeing
like,
them tweets,
oh,
she thought she was being cute. And it was like, hold
that
up, wait a
moment
minute.
where you like,
She thought she was
damn, she
eating
really
with
thought
that.
she was doing something.
And they were
She
like,
really did. Oh, poor thing.
And then, I mean, my thing is, then she posted the picture with the person who she like embarrassed the most, probably. And
That
I was
black
just like,
girl.
is she good?
And that girl was just like, yeah, you know, it's all about forgiveness and this and the third and that. I'm
You're not
like,
getting a
girl,
contract,
boo.
babes.
No.
That's not gonna get you a
Sorry.
contract.
It's not.
The only Blanchard I recognize is Tully for
It's
right now.
Tully.
Period.
And he was
Period.
at
Raw.
he was at Raw.
He was at Raw with Arn.
I love that
And
they
he
do
was at
that.
Saturday Main Event.
Yep.
I love that. I love that they've been showing more love to the legends now. Like it's not like you don't
As
exist.
long as they don't come up in Royal Rumble, okay?
Unless your name is DDP.
Oh, yeah, for
that
sure.
would be
Yeah,
fun.
unless your
He
name is
started wrestling
He the
DDP.
only one that's like in good
Listen,
shape.
he started
Yeah.
wrestling at 35.
Yeah,
Exactly.
If,
I still
if
got
it's
hope.
DDP, then I'm
I
with
do
it.
like
Still got
DDP.
hope just in case.
Yeah.
I know.
We could throw a slap or something.
Yeah.
Real quick. Just talking to it. That's it. That's all I got.
Wait, that perfectly leads up to Dave Meltzer's comment.
Oh my
That's
God.
my sound off. That is my sound off.
I can't wait to hear that.
Yeah.
He basically made some statements on his podcast about there were too many of the Atlanta rappers and they overkill with these people. Now,
What do you mean by
we
these?
know what you.
What are these people?
Who's these?
Also,
are
you're in,
these
and then
people
somebody
talking
tweeted, "Are there any other celebrities in Atlanta besides black rappers?"
I mean,
That's
valid
true.
though. Valid though.
That's valid. Like,
I
why
mean-
would you be in Atlanta? That would be crazy if you be in Atlanta and not have black
Right.
rappers or
Exactly.
black people in general who are celebrities. Boo!
Like when they were in Texas, nobody was like, "Oh, Matthew McConaughey, that's weird." Like nobody said that. Like,
right.
what are we talking
Although
about?
after that, a news article came out talking about how somebody wanted him to get a paternity test done on their child.
Oh, they said so you could pop out the raw, but not to the
But you not-
clinic.
not
though.
to the clinic.
Wait.
Got it.
Rewind. What?
Somebody want.
Ain't-
I meant to text it to you too, because I know you covered it yesterday. I mean, on Monday. Yeah, apparently it was a news article after he popped out at Raw talking about, oh yeah, so and so want him to get a paternity test on their son.
I know Ava Mendez is like, excuse me. Ava Mendez got me like, do I need to come out of retirement for this?
No, she's not with Matthew.
Who's?
Eva Mendez is not with Matthew.
I'm sorry, it's
McConaughey.
another white dude she with. I
yeah.
can't remember who is
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling. Wrong white man that looked the same.
They all
My
the
bad.
same.
My bad. Camilla, that's her name, Camilla.
Yes,
another,
yes,
I knew
yes,
another
yes.
Latino.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was sitting next
She
to
was
him.
there,
Camilla
yeah.
Alves, I
She
think.
was
Yeah.
Sitting right next to that. But
She's
yeah.
gorgeous.
You better call Maury.
Yeah.
Maury,
Something,
Matthew.
yeah, get on.
'Cause he
Nah,
gonna
I
be
need
going
go on
to
Steve
wrestling
Wilkos
shows.
for me real quick. Do Steve Wilkos.
Steve
I need that one.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
You just
Dave
threw it back.
Meltzer, him and his pile of papers.
It's so annoying.
Nobody's listening to you no more. You
Yeah.
over here lying about the state of wrestling and all this stuff.
Shut
Why are
up.
you? Do you even care about rappers? Like you don't even
Right.
like WWE. Why you still talk about it?
Exactly.
That's what keeps him
to
paid.
criticize it. Yeah,
He
sure.
keeps-
Yeah, because AEW ain't keeping them lights on.
him. We don't need your commentary anymore. I'm so confused with people that still follow him at this point.
His pick me shows, and I'm gonna have to. We gonna have to text Justin to put that on in the notes. Hey, your pick me is showing.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
But however, here's my take on Dave Meltzer. When I was in grad school, and I know I wanted to go do my thesis on women's wrestling and body shaming and stuff, two people names rang. My two people names I knew I had to get: Dave Meltzer, David Shoemaker. Shout out to David Shoemaker.
We love
him. Love you,
Shoemaker.
Shoemaker. And then speaking to Meltzer, or even just trying to like get some type of clarity on his take or whatever, it was cool in that moment. Like he definitely gave me. Some
He knows about.
He used to be
wrestling.
really good at his job.
But now, as I'm getting now, since the years have passed or whatever, and I'm seeing like how you really are in this wrestling world, like, sir, you are a real pick me. You're giving a racist pick me at that. Because when we were in Texas, when we were in New York, when we were in California, when we were everywhere else, you said nothing about the black, the Hispanic, even the white people, celebrities that was out there. But now you come to Atlanta,
And it's an
Atlanta, where it's the inner city of
The
blacks,
blackest city of my life.
the blackest cities ever, and you want to come on Twitter, on Benito's Twitter, and sit here,
Twitter, I love it.
and talk about it's too many black rappers. It was overkill for you. Like how?
'Cause I'm pretty sure we were
without them black wrestlers, them black dollars, or however they got into the arena or
That's so
whatever,
true.
or the support from their fan base onto us, then you would have been talking about, WWE bombed and WWE flopped because their fan base is just what it is. It's only tailored to the middle-aged white men who've been watching it for 30-something years. But now that you got some melanin popping up on
You
your
don't know
screen,
what to do with
you don't know
yourself.
what to do with yourself. So you still want to sit here and insert yourself in business that doesn't pay you.
Right.
Mind the business that pays you.
Exactly.
Right.
Because if we
And
was
keep
in
it
Kentucky
pushing.
and there were like 10 fucking country artists
You wouldn't say
that
a word.
was showed in the audience,
When
you would
Jelly
not
Roll
have
was choke
nothing
slamming
to
Asuka
say.
there, they say nothing.
What happened?
Exactly.
But
You
I
said
do have a
nothing.
question though.
We love you, Jelly Roll. Just saying.
I love Jelly Roll.
I love him.
But when I was watching on Monday night, I was like, Lil Yachty, you really a wrestling fan?
I had never seen.
So,
before.
like, I just want to know: do y'all think rappers are taking advantage also, though, or just people in general? Like Kai, there's photos. Speed,
Right.
there's photos.
Right.
But like when I see Yachty talking about if it ain't Rhea Ripley, you've just been on TikTok, baby.
Right.
I know your game.
Right.
Do y'all feel a way about them coming into the space and
right,
not?
so
That's a
really
great question
being fans?
because
Here's my thing. Sorry, here's my thing. I do feel like sometimes it could lay they're taking advantage. However, it's also, remember The Rock said, y'all want to come back because wrestling is cool again. Wrestling has always been that thing where if you don't know you're a wrestling fan, if you don't open your mouth, you'll never know.
Right.
So these people can definitely be wrestling fans. You got to look at Little Yachty's age. I feel like when he was growing up, he grew up in the time around John Cena.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I do feel like wrestling has just been rekindled for a lot of these artists.
Yeah, we've seen it.
Yeah, we've seen it. Like, even on our TikTok now, a guy literally commented and said, say no more, you have a following me, you have women talking about women's wrestling, I'm invested, I'm a fan.
Or like saw it on Netflix, I'm tuned back in or shit like that.
So I feel like it's something that's being rekindled and put. Now that we have our voices in these platforms, it's also something heightened. So I don't think, like, now I could say if it was somebody from Amish country who decided to leave when they do that birthright thing at 16 to see if they want to go and come back, and then they realize they want to go to Amish country, but for whatever reason they hearing about wrestling, now they fans. No, you sit down, boo boo, because you wasn't in it.
It is like I have mixed feelings because when you like something, like you get protective over it, but like WWE's doing what like any main company does, press, like we not press,
marketing.
Yeah, like, oh, we're in this city, let's get all the celebrities and let's invite them into it, like, and put them on camera. Like, I get that too, but then there's a part of me that's like, are you really a fan?
No,
because
like,
then I feel like you're taking up spaces. Then you have content creators that have a huge following doing other content, and now you want to get into WWE. Like, so it does feel like, you know, now y'all want to get into it, but then at the same time, it's also really exciting because this is what we love, and it gets to grow, and it's on a global stage, more of a global stage than it was before. So I don't know.
It's one of those things where like, be in the crowd, cool. Every rapper got to come out with Jey Uso. Everybody got to be in a segment with to Jey Uso because I love Quavo and he definitely didn't have WWE
always been
bars.
a fan.
I was looking for the split
right.
I promise you.
He and Travis Scott, they weren't allowing that. But Yachty though, being in the New Day segment, I'm like,
wait, who was in the New Day segment?
Yachty was in a New Day segment. After being like, if it ain't Rhea Ripley, I don't know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, that felt forced.
Even with my thing with Kai and I Show Speed is I'm genuinely not mad about them being there or coming or anything. But are you gonna let other content creators who aren't there show your product on their screens? You use their reactions all the time for promo. So are you gonna let them show their audiences what they're watching on stream now? I just feel like at least be fair. Like, don't only do it for Kai and I Show Speed, who don't stream wrestling 4 or 5 nights a week.
Right.
Do it for everybody. Let everybody stream it. Then.
And it does feel a little bit like. I mean, I guess if you, I was gonna say pandering, but like if you run a business, you gotta
protect your rights. You gotta protect your rights. I'm not saying that, but
and stuff. But I have so many mixed feelings about it. Like Shannon Sharp was live tweeting NXT last night.
Yeah, like I was like, huh?
That was Ocho Cinco.
Oh yeah, Ocho.
Well, one of them, and it's like,
he responded to. He was like interested. He goes, okay, and shrugged his shoulders.
He was like, oh yeah, no. He was like, I don't know if that's shade or not, and I was like, maybe it is. I don't know. I was in a mood, and I like these new fans coming in. I'm like,
you want to be protective.
Very mixed reaction. It's kind of like when Drag Race went from Logo TV to VH1, and I felt like, so like this is out. Like no, like oh yeah.
It's like if you know, and if you was there, you were there. Now everybody want to be part of it. Everybody got to drag. Everybody lip singing.
But watch, you know the real ones are always going to stay. Like it's going to be a moment where
and you do want it to grow.
Yeah, I guess. It's going to be a moment where something's going to not sit right with somebody, and it's going to die down, and it's going to be one of the moments you're going to be like, oh.
I want it to grow, but I want it to grow with normal people. I don't care about these dang celebrities popping up on my screen. Are you taking time away from my favorite wrestler because you got to have a moment?
Listen, all I know is that next time it comes to New York, March 10th, I need to be sitting right next to Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Something.
Oh, I love him.
Me too.
Him dressed up as Dom, though.
That was funny. That was so funny.
I would like to see it.
I would like to see
it.
All right, so switching gears before we go into a full Rumble preview. WWE 2K cover have been revealed. We got the Dead Man edition with Undertaker, and then we got Roman and a Bloodline edition.
That's so crazy.
Thoughts.
Here's my thing, right?
Are y'all buying? Because do y'all play?
I don't usually buy it. Brian will probably buy it.
I would definitely
Me and Brian
buy
already
it.
talked about that. We're both buying that one.
Here's my thing, right, with this Bloodline cover. One, it kind of freaks me out because I have trypophobia, so there's another story for another day.
Oh yes.
Like
the
okay,
circles.
Yeah, not the circles. The
roots.
The roots. Yeah. But here's my thing when Roman tweeted it, talking about wherever I go, I make sure that my bloodline is with me. But you also have Tama Tonga, Tongaloa,
Bro.
and Solo Sikoa on there.
Yeah,
they are blood.
with less than a year.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you're on the cover within less than a year.
That's kind of wild.
That's
That's
wild.
iconic.
Two,
That is.
it's like, all right, so now is this gonna skew to something else? Like, are they gonna join forces? Because we really Solo think he Roman. He pulling a Roman right now. He popped up one time since he lost over at was wherever he lost from, and he just popping up last week or something like that. Like, Solo, you're not Roman. Speak, and that's it. And the fact you got and Jake is Jacob on that? Jacob was on that too. Like,
You know who ain't on there?
My issue is with Sammy.
You know
Why
who ain't on
is
there?
Sammy on
Dwayne. That was the one I was like, wait a minute.
Spicy.
How you gonna talk about everywhere I go? I take my bloodline everywhere. You don't bring.
No
you don't
shade,
bring
no
him.
tea, and this is coming from the Resident Rock. What was my title? The Resident Rock, whatever it was. No shade, no tea. Rock wasn't shooting with them in the gym.
You're right.
But was Sammy?
He was just watching them getting booed at Rumble.
Fuck
You're right. He was
Sammy.
just watching
You
him get
are
booed at
a
Rumble.
white man from Canada. You are not in the bloodline. You're in the bloodline storylines, but like you're to be on a fucking tree lineage.
I just know you can't wait for that man
this
to retire.
random white man.
Pete counting down the days till Sammy
no
retires.
shade, no
I
tea,
swear.
And I used to love. Did I not love
No,
Sami
she
Zayn?
did,
I was
but-
a biggest Sami
But if
Zayn
that's the
fan,
case,
but
you gotta
like,
feel the same
bro,
way about Paul Heyman.
that's
Hold
the
on.
wise man.
Hold on.
No, time out.
That's
No.
created
the
the
wise
storyline.
man.
Let me call us. You could create something
But he
and
has
have be a part
history,
of it.
but also Paul Heyman has history with their family
I understand
from generations
that.
ago. Sami Zayn was this random Canadian who was bored backstage one day and
He was doing
decided to go
conspiracy
up to
theories.
Roman Reigns and be like, "Oh, I want to help you in one match,"
Okay,
and then
so
all of a sudden,
let me
he's the
burst-
one that fucked the bloodline
Let me
up.
burst your bubble, because Roman just did an interview, and I can send it to y'all once I find it, because I watched it like 3 times to make sure I heard what I heard. Roman was like, "Oh no, it was my idea to pull Sami Zayn into the bloodline, because when you have somebody like Sami who is so creative, who can bring a different aspect to something that we were doing, because we were all champions at one point, and we were over here just so stronghold. But you have somebody like Sami Zayn who literally carried the whole Jackass thing." Which was
That
a
was
great
actually
match.
really fun. I like that.
That was a great
fun.
match.
I like that a
When
lot.
you have somebody in them different dynamics, and he goes, I called him in here because I felt like it was definitely needed for us. So although he may not be blood, that is still part of the bloodline, because he added more elements.
But
to
see,
the
I look
story.
at it as
If he
two
did, we
different
wouldn't be sitting
things.
here having this
I know, but I
conversation.
look at it as two different things. There's a bloodline storyline where they're gonna have, allies and, opponents and stuff. And then I look at the bloodline.
Yeah, if
Sami
we're
Zayn,
saying
you
that,
are not in the bloodline.
If we're saying that if you aren't part of the bloodline, you shouldn't have been on the cover, then Sammy and Paul shouldn't have been there.
That's what I'm saying.
But if we going with storyline, then I
But
suppose
Sammy
Sammy
should
got to be there.
I feel
Nah.
like, but I also feel like these.
Okay, so when he turned on the
WWE
bloodline, y'all gonna feel the same way?
Girl, he turned on the bloodline already. At this
He already
point,
did that.
So then y'all okay with that?
But you have to understand.
They came back. They made peace.
Listen,
They
it's
made
a
I'm
cover-
talking about the future.
No, it's a cover of a video game. So you have to understand
They
that
made
is a
peace.
storyline edition cover.
They
so
made
you
peace.
have to go with the storyline.
They made peace. They good
when
right now. He the honorary ooze.
when Sammy turned on at WrestleMania, some shit like that, is y'all gonna be okay with that?
Listen, just stop playing shield music.
You're
in my
gonna have
face.
to.
I don't give a damn.
I mean, I ain't buying a physical copy, so cross his face out. I don't care. Chase the cover
Like,
then.
it's whatever.
But hey,
Crosses
WWE, if y'all
happen
do
all
that,
the
run me my
time.
check. If y'all change the digital version when he turned on them
And
crosses his face
take him
out,
off.
give me my money.
Listen, crosses happen all the time.
I'm excited though. I need to see what showcase mode is giving, because I need to know if it's the
That's
bloodline
exciting.
or what. Like last year, they did all the craziest moments from WrestleManias, so I need to know what showcase mode is doing this year. But other than that,
I'm
I
excited.
mean, I genuinely think those games are reskins every year.
Yeah, like,
I'm just
it
a fan, so I
really
buy them.
is.
Yeah,
I'm a fan, so I buy
and it's
them.
more like the reveal
Yeah.
like what
Because
the
Roman
new
is on
thing
it.
is.
This is Roman's third time on a damn WWE 2K
You know,
cover.
I was shocked because I thought for sure they were going for Punk. I just knew it. I just knew they did Cody. Roman's been on there a couple of times. I
Maybe
just
next
They
knew
did
they.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I just knew it was going to be Punk. I'm surprised by the Undertaker thing because what was it? A couple years ago, he had a whole showcase. So I'm like
They should have
shocked.
put Undertaker on that year when
Yeah.
when
When he
had to
did the
sit through
TED
his
Talk. Yep.
Yeah.
Yo, he said, give me the Janet
Yeah,
mic.
the Janet
I
mic.
can't,
He had his
he
little
said, I
microphone.
can't stand at the podium. I need to be able to walk around. That shit was,
I was
long as hell.
shocked.
After a while, me and Crystal was like,
He had that receding braid.
oh
Okay.
my God.
He
Bro,
had
him and
he
Stevie
was
Wonder
living for that
battling for who
moment.
can
Yo,
keep the braid the longest.
Pablo.
Stevie.
Him and Stevie
Get out.
battling.
Takers,
Get out.
Takers is winning right now. He's
No, I
holding
think
on.
so because
said he holding
he looked
on.
like a horsetail. This shit just long in the back.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I love him so bad, but that shit right here and it go down to his butt. I'm like,
Paul Heyman
itches.
just shaved it all. Shawn Michaels, like they were just like, you know what? Let me just let this go. Like I can't do this.
John,
no
you
more.
next, boy. You better let this shit go before
Yeah,
the end
he
of your
gonna-
run.
That's what he gonna do this last run, and
John
I bet you
gonna get that
he's
LeBron
bald after
spray.
that. He bald
That
after
spray
that.
that LeBron been using. He just,
Oh,
yeah, whatever
no.
LeBron got, you gotta hit
You
that
gotta
one.
hit up.
Because
Hit
I
him up.
need him
Not
to
the
go back on his like
spray.
Marine military cut. I don't want this comb over shit.
I like the comb.
I
I feel
hate
like it's
it.
sexy. It's
I
more
think I just love John
sophisticated.
Cena so much right
Is
now.
he
that
hitting
I
a
don't
tan in
care.
bed this time though? Because if I gotta see him so pale again, I'm gonna be like,
Maybe he was giving Cullens.
it's
He
giving
was.
ghostly.
Absolutely.
That's an Edward. You
And
about
when
to
that-
stop a car? I'm like, you finna be like,
Yo.
I'm like, hey, first match in
Nah,
Royal
I said
Rumble, he gonna
Edward.
stick his arm out and that gonna go flying over the top rope. You already know. He gonna have 6 moves of death then. Then he gonna be like,
Yo.
bow, back up. Like
What
it's
woman-
Goku.
If a woman gets a cover this year, who was it? Because we already have Rhea and Bianca.
Oh, it would have been Rhea. Rhea's on the cover.
They were last.
They were last year.
Rhea and Bianca was on the cover.
If it's someone
yeah.
this year,
It's hard to say
I feel like it would have been Bianca again, to be honest.
because Rhea, they're still
Rhea
the
or
top
Bianca
stars.
again. Or
truly, I think they'd give it to Liv.
oh yeah,
I think they give it to Liv.
I can see
'Cause
her
the
and Dom
Judgment-
being
I'm-
on the
and
cover.
that's another one I'm shocked. I'm surprised they didn't give it to the Judgment Day, like as a whole.
That's true.
That's
Because
her
her
and
and
his stash.
Dom.
Between Dom and his stash and JD and his head, it was no room.
No,
Hey, leave my man
Justice
alone
for
right
JD.
now.
Yo, he wrestled after breaking
Breaking his
ribs,
ribs
punctured
and punctured
lung.
lung.
He passed out. He couldn't even make it
Jesus.
past the curtain. There's a photo of him laid out, like right at the entrance ramp, like
That's
laid out.
adrenaline. I
Poor
give it to him,
thing.
but that still doesn't change the size of his head.
Yeah,
I told y'all that boy got a
His
permanent
head
helmet.
literally, his
It's a
head
helmet.
literally
It's
saved
so
his
bad.
life. To be
No,
honest,
for
So
real.
bad.
It was like an internal airbag. Like
yeah.
he was good.
The way he bounced.
Oh, we didn't even
Shit.
talk about Triple H headlining this year's Hall of Fame,
That's
which is
amazing.
like,
Mm.
wait,
He's gonna be a
he's not.
two-time Hall of Famer.
But he was with
DX.
DX, but now this is his solo induction.
I'm just like, so Sean can't go in solo, but he can. I'm
Sean
sorry.
not solo.
yeah.
He hasn't gone in. He hasn't gone in
I think
solo
so.
yet.
Yes.
He went in with DX, and I thought, oh, maybe it wasn't the Rockers. All right.
I think it was a while ago. I think.
Yeah,
that's
Okay.
right. I think it was right when he
I was about to
retired.
say, I was
I
about
think.
to say, hold
Yeah.
on.
Say Sean was the first
I'm
one.
Now
happy-
China gonna need her solo
Her solo.
induction
Yeah.
at
And I
some
think she's
point.
gonna get it at some point.
Me too.
But no, I'm happy for him. He deserves it for sure. I mean, he can't do nothing else. He's not getting back in the ring, so give it to him. Shoot, he's actually retired.
Yeah,
he's
that's
actually
true.
retired.
That's true.
So
Of
I mean,
I like that they surprised him too.
but can they just make a physical space, please? I'm like,
That would
please
be
stop
really
making this
cool.
just in your brains
Right.
and give us a physical
That-
space
yeah.
with like actual. Y'all have all these archives.
Yeah.
Give us if it's in Stanford, it's in Stanford.
Exactly, and their
I'm just
headquarters is
shocked.
so amazing. Like I'm sure y'all
That's
could
what I'm
figure
saying.
something out.
I'm shocked that they're not trying to get free money like this because I'd be at the
I'd
Hall of
go.
Fame
100%.
immediately.
And people would now go to Connecticut. They'll be like, "Wow, the tourism in Connecticut really went
Yeah.
up." And it was like, "Oh, they're going to the WWE Hall of
Exactly.
Fame."
That's what I'm like. I'm surprised they have not. I'm like, it's been since
You
'93,
could do
and
like
y'all still ain't built a
signings
spot.
there. Like they could really
Everything.
maximize.
That's what I'm
that
like,
space.
y'all have the infrastructure. Do it.
Yeah,
like,
for
come on.
sure.
No, I'm happy for him though. I'm glad that Steph, Taker, Sean were all there to surprise him. He definitely deserves it. I heard he was crying, boo-booing like a little baby.
Aw.
I would pay money to see him cry. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm gonna cry if he cries during his speech. I'm gonna cry for sure.
Ain't no way he letting that guard down. He just can't.
You'd be surprised.
I don't think he
You'd
can.
be surprised. But you posed the question on our Twitter asking who do we want to see
Induct him.
I said Stephanie and Sean together because their dynamic is so hilarious.
That would be
like,
cute.
remember during COVID when he was just like, she was like, Sean, and you in this crooked eye and this and the third. And
Yeah, she was cooking
She
him.
was cooking his ass.
Oh my God.
I don't know. I feel like Sean owes it to him for all that he's done for Sean. Like, that would be the perfect moment.
Yeah.
But I also
he will
am
probably
like,
cry faster than Triple H.
I'm also like
I had a bad joke.
Foley.
Oh,
His
I was
best
just thinking
rivalry.
that. Yep, Foley.
His best rivalry.
Or maybe it could be like one of them.
A collection.
Yeah, like one of them tribute collections. It doesn't have to be somebody like standing there. It can be like a montage of people.
Yeah, I think so.
he's
Because
done way
there's
more
so
than,
many
like,
people.
wrestle.
Randy,
Batista.
Batista. He ain't coming, but Flair. He won't be there, but him.
Him.
Yeah.
The whole evolution, the whole of DX, and then you got to definitely put something aside for Scott Hall, like.
But you know what would be the funniest person to induct him? Punk.
Yes.
I would actually lose my mind if Punk inducted him.
That would be hilarious.
I'd be like, nah, that's how you know he really got me in there now. Got this man inducting you, giving full speeches. Doofus son-in-law. Doofus son-in-law. Okay, that runs the company. Gotta do it.
That's it.
Sorry, gotta do it. I just think it'd be a moment if Punk
I
did
do
it.
appreciate, and it will be not predictable because of course Shawn Michaels is like mad predictable.
That's what I feel like when you're someone who has so many options, like him, like John, like Randy. You gotta go Austin. You gotta go. Well, Austin was easy. It had to be JR.
That's what I'm saying. Like Austin couldn't
Oh
induct
yeah.
Triple H.
But yeah, when you have so many options, you gotta go with the person that everybody would never expect.
Yeah, I'm ashamed.
Shane.
If he walk up them steps, he might tear his quad. So no,
That was the funniest.
he gonna have to chill.
I'm so mad I
grand
missed
opening,
that.
grand closing, and it was honestly that fast.
That man said Grand Rising, going to bed.
Krista went to the bathroom.
I went to the bathroom
and his money, his music hit.
Didn't hear it.
And then that quick he was going, Kristen comes back like, oh my God, I missed it. And I was like, you really didn't miss much. I was like, you really, truly did not.
Dog clothesline in the
miss.
And the only thing
see?
the memorable was the pop that he got, because that shit was it. Like,
it was
when they be like,
crazy.
oh, the fucking shit was shaking. Like, when
that
Shane's
was
music
crazy.
hit, it was wild.
I was over there talking to Jamel Hill. I was like, do you remember you
Honestly,
came to our school and you spoke? And she go, I remember that. I said, yeah, me and her having a whole conversation, didn't hear not music, nothing.
Honestly,
Nothing.
it was probably for the best.
Yeah.
I
Because it really was like,
Because I'm not gonna lie, I watch it on loop. So whenever
so
I'm like
funny.
feeling a little sad, I'm like, let me go ahead and watch my favorite video real quick.
Doing his usual shit.
No,
And then
you
it was like,
just, you just know he.
Not the
You,
slide.
no, because
that's
the
all
thing I want to
Not the
see
buckle.
is him and which one is it? Not Tonga. Tongaloa go strike for strike. Because after I sent y'all that video of Tongaloa against Okada, and then Shane being like, da, I need them to fight.
Oh, yeah,
I need them to.
that's a glitch in
I'm
in 2K25. That's a glitch.
Yeah.
Somebody got a glitch.
The way I'd
That
pop
would
so
be
hard for them
so
two in the ring,
good.
I'd be like,
Oh
nah,
my God.
put it on replay.
That's a glitch.
Put it
you
on
could
the
see them-
Jumbotron.
So
You see
funny.
Shane like this and Tonga like this.
Wow.
That is a whole glitch. It's just
That
like,
man.
that's when you
I
gotta
wonder if he has like
take out the
anxiety
card,
of
the
like
CD and-
coming back, like a Rumble spot. Like, what if he feels like no? Because it was supposed to be like, yeah, he's coming in, he was gonna do his thing and then leave, and it's like, what if he's like, I don't think I'm capable of that
done.
anymore.
I think he need to be though, because like the last few times we saw him, how you beating up Matt Riddle, bro? The way he was booking himself was just like, what you mean you
He was
outboxing the
winning
MMA
a
boxer,
lot
bro?
of big matches.
He was
I
doing
don't
a
care.
lot.
I don't care that he was a heel. It was like, why are you winning
He
this
was
match?
trying to get Daddy Redacted's approval, you guys.
Never forget when he tried to tee off on Jericho, and Jericho knocked his behind out with a drop kick too.
Yo,
I'm like,
what
bro,
you doing?
how you going toe to toe with Brock
Stop.
Lesnar now,
Like,
Shane?
stop it.
Now, Shane,
I
Shane.
hate that.
I do want him back though.
I
but
would
just for fun.
I would, even if it's like a rumble thing.
Not just like be on the mic. I don't know. Being a no.
Oh,
we
like
had
back in the
authority
company?
figure. No, like, but not back in the company. Just like an on-screen person
Yes,
only. Don't do nothing else.
I would live for that. I liked him as a
nothing
general
else.
manager. That was really.
I don't want
dope.
you wrestling either.
I
Just be a
enjoyed that
manager.
lot.
Be a manager.
Don't take no bumps.
Yeah. Nah, don't take no, please.
For the sake of you and your family and your knees.
And your
You got four
just don't.
four boys. Let one of them do
Let
that.
them, yep.
Three.
mhm.
Oh, three.
It's
Let
three
one of them
boys
do
on
that.
Shane's side
And
three-
Steph got three or
girls
four
on
girls.
Stephanie's side.
I think it's 3
It's
girls
three
and 3
and
boys, which is so wild. All right, so let's get into this Rumble preview because I do feel like this is gonna be a huge Rumble.
I'm so excited to be here for it.
Me too. All right, so who are y'all front runners for the men's and the women's? I want to hear y'all front runners and also like that dark horse, unexpected choice.
So you want picks for the winning,
Like
and
the
then
obvious
surprise.
ones, and then the ones that's like maybe.
Picks for winning that would be obvious, and picks for winning that would be not obvious. Okay.
Okay, so me for the men's is Jey Uso.
Obvious or not obvious?
Obvious. Obvious for me, Jey Uso. Women. No, she not in it. Cause she champ. I was gonna say Tiffany Stratton, but she champ. She not.
Oh
in
yeah,
it.
she can't be in it.
She definitely would have been a front runner. If,
So
I
would
think
have
if
to
she
say
wasn't
for
champion.
me, it would definitely have to be Chelsea Green.
Double champ. Don't let that girl
Oh
get that.
gosh,
Go to her head.
she gonna need more security.
That
detail
girl
for
is
sure.
gonna need more than a presidential cabinet. Oh my
I
god.
think for underdog, or wouldn't be surprised, would be very, very shocked and surprised. It would definitely be Jade.
Okay.
I could see that because they book her really strong.
True.
Like, I could see her coming
True.
in and like just knocking everybody out.
Yeah. Absolute like obvious one. Punk.
Yeah,
After that
that's
promo
mine
with
too.
Cody, Punk, which probably means he's not gonna win. For the women, obvious one. I don't know. I feel like they're setting it up to give it to Naomi. That's just me.
Ooh,
It'll be a
I would
long
cry.
time coming.
I would cry.
Yeah, I
cry
feel
for
like
more
they're set.
reasons than one,
It's
girl.
just been too many little seeds planted. There's so much story that could happen there.
Yep.
Like, you got Bailey and Rhea looking at each other, look crazy, and like Naomi could just come in, and then the whole Bianca and Jade of it all. I'm like, there's a lot of story right there.
I like that.
And
I like
she got
that.
history with Tiffany and Rhea, so like, she
Tiffany
really could
been
come
pointing at her
in.
face.
She really could come in and do it. Not obvious. Truly, I think the not obvious like option is Roman. Like I really think like people are not picking him at all, but
And he'll get to win when the fans actually like him.
right. Right.
last
And
No, I feel like it could turn. Like, it could be 2015 all over again, especially if people want Punk to win.
I don't think they'll turn on Roman though. OTC, he got to finish. He got to finish his
true.
story.
We didn't think they was going to turn him in 2015.
Yes, we
and then
did.
The Rock came. No,
Yes, we did.
didn't. We didn't think that they was going to turn on. We didn't in 2015. We didn't think they was going to turn on Roman for winning. The only reason people turned on him is because Daniel Bryan came back and got
Exactly.
eliminated early. But I'm saying if that wasn't the case,
Nobody was pushing
It
for
was
Roman at
nowhere
that
where that
time,
wasn't.
like because they were.
he was underdog in that one. I wasn't.
He was
I
being
really,
pushed so far down people's throats. I think people didn't want him to win regardless.
Yeah, there's no way I was believing that the little blue-eyed contacts was not finna win. I'm sorry. I'm
was
like,
gray.
whatever.
He had light blues at one point as well.
That man was
remember
cycling
gray.
through contacts to get us
He
to like him. I don't
was.
care. I
And
saw the writing on the
it
wall.
was. I feel like he came to work every week and Vince was like, "All right, so we're gonna do." And he was probably like, "Oh my god, really?"
But yes, sir. Yes,
Like,
sir.
all right,
Yes,
and
sir.
now
Suffering succotash.
All right, what we not gonna do is go all the way
It's him
back.
looking into the camera for me.
And he was so
that
adamant
made it
about that.
so.
You insufferable, suffering succotash. Like, I was like, now, spell succotash. Spelling bee style, national spelling bee
That
style.
was really
say
bad.
it, spell
I
it,
get
say it.
secondhand embarrassment even thinking about him
facts.
saying it. But him winning now, I think we would be here for it. Because then it's
Roman?
like, boom, you're going to be in
Because
WrestleMania.
then it's just like, all right, do you want to see him with Cody again? Or do we want to see him with Punk?
That's the thing,
And,
though.
like, it's just,
Everyone's like, oh, him and Cody could do 3 in a row. They could be Rock and Austin. Y'all do realize there was like a year in between each one of
of
those
them.
Rock and Austin ones. And
That's
they were
true.
still in the main events those
That's
other
true,
years.
yeah.
But like, give it a break. I don't want to
Yeah.
see it no more.
I don't
Let
wanna
that
see it anymore.
go. Let
but
it die.
the difference between Rock Austin and Roman Reigns Rhodes is the fact that that's good, right?
Roman Reigns Road. Okay. That ain't.
That ain't is the fact that Rock lost to Stone Cold twice and then won at the last one.
They're 1-1.
Yeah, they're 1-1. So we can do a tiebreaker.
That's true.
We could definitely do a tiebreaker.
Just not this
though.
year.
Maybe next year.
Yeah.
Yes, just
Give
not,
it to us
just
in
not
NOLA.
this year.
Give it to us in NOLA.
Give it to us in NOLA.
Ooh.
Yo, I'm booking as soon as they say I am booking.
That's
Literally.
going to be
I'll be
epic.
like, ticket booked.
That's what I'm like.
Everybody says that New Orleans is the best wrestling
New Orleans
city.
New Orleans is the best city.
I've never been.
See,
Right next to like. When
But
you
this
wanna-
is why I need the celebrities not to be fans. Y'all driving up the ticket prices though.
that part.
You're killing me.
That part.
But my thing is that like if you want to get anywhere,
Yeah.
you really don't need to
Do
Uber, nothing. You can walk to the stadium from wherever your hotel room is at.
So accessible.
Wherever, like it's so accessible.
Yeah.
Like. And then Bourbon Street and them hand
Yeah.
grenades. All right, that's not.
All right. Different podcast.
But
but
no,
Vegas,
no.
Let me
Vegas
think.
is kind
I've
of.
never been to Vegas, so y'all better treat me
Oh
good.
yeah.
Oh, you haven't?
Y'all better treat me
You'll
good.
love it. You'll love it. You'll love it so much.
I'm trying to think the unexpected woman for the women. Truly, depending on what they do, Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
You know she's gonna be there.
she's going. She booked a flight. So,
Oh my bad. Yes, she's
her
not gonna be there. So no,
Darn
it can't
it,
be Jordan.
Jordan.
I'm going Roxanne then.
Okay.
Brian said the same thing.
I didn't
Roxanne.
even give my men's. My unexpected men.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Oh
Who
my
is
bad.
it?
My unexpected men,
Who
which
is
I'm going to be very glad that I'm going to say this.
Montez.
Oh, hell. I was
He's hurt. They're hurt.
They're hurt. They're injured.
They're both hurt.
Oh, are they like
Yeah.
legit?
Legit, yeah.
Damn.
My unexpected
Damn,
man
what a
would be
time to be
McIntyre.
hurt. Oh.
It will be McIntyre.
I
But
think
then they're gonna make him squander it again. So why they gonna do
like-
that? No.
yeah, his character is like different now. But I do want him and Bianca to get a win in front of a crowd. Because it sucked that they had to win the
Bianca
Rumble.
won before.
Yeah, but it
Am
was
I
during
dumb?
that pandemic. It was 2021. So it was
I
like
thought
no
Rhea
crowd.
won that year.
No, I think Rhea won.
I swear Bianca ain't won one yet.
Bianca won Rumble. Yes,
she won
did.
the
She did?
one in the, what was that called? The Thunderdome.
Yeah.
In the Thunderdome.
Oh no, y'all gonna have to run that back. That's
Right?
fine. If I can't
Imagine
remember
how
it, it
the
didn't
crowd.
happen.
Exactly. Remember
Right.
or was it
She won the 2021 or the 2021 one?
2021?
Okay.
And because 2020 was still people.
2020, no. 2020 was
no people.
No, 2020 was people because that's when Drew McIntyre won.
2020 was no people.
McIntyre
Oh yeah,
was people.
Royal Rumble,
West-
yes, but WrestleMania wasn't.
No
No.
people.
So
Yeah.
then 21, that was that not Rhea and Charlotte fought and Charlotte beat Rhea?
No, Charlotte won in 2022, and
then beat
decided
Rhea.
to choose. No.
Somebody just sent me
Yeah,
some
we gotta
more.
just Google
Wait.
it.
Definitely just
No,
got
I was
some.
just looking at this and I can't remember because I know
I'm like-
everyone. Because Charlotte, first of all, I was mad that she won, but then she chose Rhea and for the NXT
For the
championship
NXT
and then
championship.
beat her.
And
Because
Bianca
that's
was
the
just
year
like,
where I
what?
thought Bianca and Sasha fought. I don't know. Maybe I got this all messed up. I swear that lady is not one, but I'm probably wrong.
Wait, where's that picture? Somebody literally just
No,
sent me
because
that picture.
Ronda won in 2022 and faced Charlotte in Dallas.
And
But
that's
then
the
that's
same
not the
year that
same-
Sasha and Bianca faced each other then.
No, it's not. No, it's not. We were not
They
there
were-
for Dallas. The year that we were in Mania for Dallas. Dallas was when Sasha and Naomi had the tag team belts, and that's when they dropped them.
So where what 38 was in Dallas?
Yes.
That's Sasha and Bianca.
No, that's 37. That was still up here. We wasn't flying out yet.
Gosh.
We wasn't flying out. Yeah, you funny. All right, hold on, because I was just looking at this up because we was looking at those random facts that every women's Royal Rumble winner faces Charlotte, or Charlotte is involved somehow.
2021, that was 37.
All right, so we
He
had
was at Legends.
we got Asuka. This is the lineage of Royal Rumble winners for the women: Asuka, Becky, Charlotte. So that was 2020, and then her match with Rhea was in a Thunderdome that year. Then Bianca, then Ronda, then Rhea Ripley, then Bailey.
There we go.
And then whoever wins this year, who
Becky
I
Lynch.
have no idea. You think she will?
I don't know. I'm just saying 'cause I got home.
I would love for her to come back. I do miss her. And
I forgot
Charlotte.
I'm not in a safe environment right now. I need Ciandol to be a hater of Becky Lynch with me.
Oh,
you'd be great.
yeah.
You'd be
She's
great.
because she was like, "No, Becky, we don't need you."
No, because here's the thing. I love Becky. I'm here for it if the whole Lyra thing happens. You don't need to go straight to the top again.
No.
Charlotte,
Yeah,
I
no.
feel the same way about
Yeah,
Charlotte,
Charlotte for
if
sure.
Tiffy wasn't there. If
I am here for
but I
that,
need
yo.
Tiffy to beat her though. Charlotte
Right.
can't come in and
That's
beat to
the
the top
thing.
and win.
That's the
if
thing.
she come in and beat to the top to break the record because that's
Yep.
what she's going for. No.
Yeah, no.
I hope that she realizes now too, like the fans don't respond to that, because I think recently she's realized like the fans don't like that.
We rather
she's always said that though. She never wanted it to be handed to her.
Yeah.
It was because Mr. Redacted, and because it was really that.
And she doesn't book herself, so
Yeah.
I'll give her that.
Yeah.
Because once he put her in that damn WrestleMania 35 main event for no reason.
No,
I said, what? Like, y'all taking Becky's moment again? Like, y'all forgot to give her a doll.
It's funny how we're
He's so
saying that,
lucky.
and then now 5 years later we're like, Becky's had enough of the spotlight.
No,
I didn't
because
say that.
truly,
I said that.
the tides turned after that Bianca thing. Once you beat that lady at 6 seconds, I was like, get off,
That was
get away,
just so
stay away.
unnecessary.
And I think she's been away a long enough time now. I'm fine with her coming back.
but you
But
don't need to,
like she did, what was it before Liv beat her? She won the championship randomly again. We don't need that kind of work.
What I will say, and people can get to girls before we wrap up. What I will say, out of all the 4 horsewomen, I do think that the one who's more deserving of all these shots, like although they already got it, is Bailey.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree.
Honestly, like all
It's crazy
these
to think that she's in her prime.
And
Yeah.
she's the one that's over here just trying to tell stories. She's like, I don't need no
Yeah.
belt. Let me just tell stories.
Bailey already won Royal Rumble last year, so maybe she'll win this year. To go on to main event WrestleMania again, like let her, because that little face off between her and Io.
That was
on
good.
fire. Yeah.
That was good.
Oh wait, is she not an obvious choice?
yeah.
With how popular she is, the crowd goes insane for Io.
Io?
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Could
and
be
she
her.
didn't, because everybody thought she was going to win the U.S. title or whichever tournament she was in.
She has had a lot of championships though.
That's
lately.
true.
Lately, she has won. She's won the new belt already. She has had some belts. So.
I will still always be surprised at how Puerto Rico was riding for her that time when she faced Bianca.
Over Bianca.
Like even Bianca,
you would have thought she was Zelina Vega.
I love when you see moments where wrestlers are listening. You could tell they're listening to the crowd and they react, because even Bianca during that match was like,
You would have thought that girl was Zelina Vega.
Because,
She speaks Spanish.
They, because they speak different languages, so it's like, all right.
Uno, dos, tres.
Gotta cheer for whoever's not American.
Yeah,
Whoever not American, you will get the support.
We gonna root for you. We gonna root for you.
people
I didn't even think about Io as a choice, which I can see. I would like to see Naomi win. For the men, I think Punk. I would like to see Punk win.
He hasn't won one.
Oh, see, there you go.
I was about to ask that he ever won.
No, he always
even
gets
better.
the
This
money
is-
in the bank
This is
matches.
the time. This is the time. If there was any time, this is it for him. And then he couldn't win last year, so I'm here
And
for
he
that.
was I think he was supposed to too.
Yeah. Well, I guess we just gonna have to see on Saturday.
About
We're
to
gonna
be
be
crazy.
here. If y'all want to join us, please join us at Legends at 6 West 33rd Street. It's gonna be a time. We're gonna turn up.
Always.
Most of the crew will be there.
I know. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
You, Pablo will be
Yay.
there. Brian. We're gonna drag Christina out the house.
Yes, she does not have a
Absolutely.
choice.
She doesn't have a choice. We'll be there. TWG will be there. Come with us. Say what up to us. Maybe get us some shots. Who knows?
Period.
Depending on
We
how my stomach
we
feels.
welcome that. We welcome cocktails.
Yeah.
The wings.
I'll
are
take whatever
good.
y'all got.
But just make sure you pop out. Come support Jobbeteers, of course, because they've been hosting these for a long time. So shout out to Jobbeteers. It's gonna be a fun time. It's gonna be a good time. Pablo, we want to thank you for
Thank
joining
you
us
so
in person.
much.
Thanks for
for
having
being
me.
here with us. We definitely
Every time you're in New York,
appreciate it.
we got
Absolutely.
Wednesday nights you here with
Yeah,
us.
you here.
Okay, cool.
But it's been fun, and it's not as cold as the past 2
You
Wednesdays.
actually came at a perfect time
came
because
at
it's
a
been like
perfect
it's
As
like
if I'm
what?
not living in the frozen tundra
Oh,
already.
yeah, you know the vibes. You know the vibes. You right up.
I'm already in the
'cause
tundra.
You actually
I'm
more
in the
it now.
tundra.
You right there. Yeah, you right there.
I'm
You right
above
there.
y'all.
Yep.
You right there. But Pablo, let everybody know where they can follow you at.
Yeah, you can follow me, the wrestling things, at the Phantom Bump everywhere: Twitch, YouTube, X, and Instagram and TikTok now. So yeah, I'm excited. Thank y'all for having me. Excited to have my first time experience at Legends. I feel like I'm popping my cherry, and every time I'm in New York,
We've
I gotta
done
come
that
here.
a lot with you.
Yeah,
love popping the cherries.
We popped your cherries a lot.
yeah.
I love it.
There's been a few
First
things.
podcast.
Yup.
AW show.
Yep.
Now Legend.
Now Legends. Yeah.
We're just
First time in a suite.
first time in the
Oh,
suite.
For Mania.
Yeah. We're just
We'll see what happens at this Mania.
cherry poppers.
We will see. Yo.
Nah, chill.
TWG.
Cherry poppers.
Cherry poppers. You know, we be cherry popping.
I mean, you are wearing red.
Join,
Just saying.
join the crew.
With your Bailey shirt on. True.
You
know.
Listen, that's it. P, where can everybody find you at?
You can find me at Queen 3_PR on X. Everything. Instagram, TikTok, all of the above.
You can follow me, Miss Krista B, MS_KRISTAB_ on Instagram and MS_KRISTAB on Twitter. You can also follow me on Threads and Blue Sky and TikTok. All Miss_Krista B. You can follow those wrestling girls everywhere we're streaming. Make sure you follow Revolt Podcast Network because this is who is presenting this podcast. We are officially on the Revolt Podcast Network.
Yes, we
so
are.
Make sure
and if you want
follow.
to support the show and help it grow, listen to the show on Revolt Podcast Network. Also watch it on YouTube. But listen to the show. Let us know how it is. Leave some comments and share them.
Call the hotline.
Them links. Call that hotline. What's the number?
929-269-2501.
Yes,
Period.
because you can get featured on the show. Everyone who has left us messages, we will try to get everyone on the show at some point. But we had Pablo on. It's a big show. We had a Rumble preview. So please keep leaving your hot takes because we will address them.
We will definitely
here on the
address
show.
them.
Let me get a voice changer real quick.
You can still call the hotline.
Oh, I absolutely
Yeah,
will.
please do. Actually, that would be fun.
Right.
That would be fun.
And on that note, it's your girl Krista B
And Queen P.R.
with Pablo the dog.
Hey.
And we're out of here till next time.
Bye.
Queen P.R, Krista B, those wrestling girls, TWG, Black Excellence, making it effortless, podcast bringing up women and wrestling, let's go.